Hello everybody, it's Joe from PrepAgent. Good to see everybody here today. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday. So today we are doing vocabulary, a super important topic, as we all know. It kind of serves as a general review for everything we do as well, rather than we go into individual topics. So with that being said, let's get this party started. Woo woo. Everybody write woo woo. Are you guys writing woo woo? I don't see it. Okay, so the first word on the board is quitclaim deed. Quitclaim deed. Oh, Samantha Reese, don't freak out. Okay, so what is a quitclaim deed? What do you guys think? What is a quitclaim deed? Okay, it means there's no express or implied warranty. When would you use a quitclaim deed? When would you use a quitclaim deed? A quitclaim deed is when there's immediate transfer. So you would use that with family or close to, maybe the case of divorce. Usually there's no money exchange when you're dealing with a quitclaim deed. Okay, move right along. An appraiser. What is an appraiser? And don't tell me it's that guy who comes in and tells me how much my home is worth. Give you a more technical real estate exam definition. An appraiser is one who's trained and educated the methods of determining value through analysis. What is the difference between an appraiser and an assessor? What do you guys think? What is the difference between an appraiser and an assessor? What is the difference between an appraiser and an assessor? And the answer is assessor is for tax purposes. Okay. Safety clause, what's that? What is a safety clause? It's also known as a protection period clause. So what is it? What do you guys think? A safety clause, also known as a protection period clause. So what it is an agreement that if you find a buyer, you will get paid even if the buyer does not close that deal in the term of the listing. It's a period of time it's agreed upon so that people you found during the term of the listing can close. Okay, it is not a time to find a new buyer. It's a time period to close on people that you found during the term of the listing. Up, Roro, congratulations, Roro. Nice job, Roro. Roro's in New York. Is Roro for Rosemary, I think? Or we like Roseanne? Oh, Roro, congratulations. What part of New York you in, Roro? Let us all know so we can go there and buy property from you tomorrow. Okay, for everybody else, what is a subordination clause? What is a subordination clause? What is a subordination clause? Brooklyn. A clause that allows a mortgage added at a later date to take to priority over an existing mortgage. How's my connection today, guys? Do you guys hear me pretty well? How's my connection? Give me a thumbs up if I sound good. Give me 2 thumbs up if I sound amazing. I don't even know what we do with 3 thumbs up. Okay, R3. What is R3? What is R3? R3 is zoning, and it stands for multifamily residential. Zoning is a police power. Police power is one of the 4 government powers. Can you guys tell me the other 3 government powers? So police power is one of the 4 government powers. What are the 3 government powers? What are the 3 other ones, I should say? So there's 4 government powers. What are they? What do you guys think? So Isaiah mentioned PETE, which is an acronym to help you guys remember. So what does that stand for? And what that stands for is police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. Roro, be sure to write to us so we could do a video with you and we could talk about your experience and give you a little plug. Everybody remember that, please, that after you pass, we'll do a little post-exam video. And that's great because you share your experience with people who are studying, like you're doing right now. And it's a great chance for us to give you a lot of promotion because you're on our YouTube channel, which has a lot of subscribers and will rank really high in Google. So it's a win-win for everybody. You get some promotion, we get some good content, and everybody learns something different about from people who just took the test. So after you pass, send us a note so we could do a post-exam interview. Okay, so we were talking about the 4 government powers: police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. What is the difference between police power and eminent domain? What is the difference between police power and eminent domain? What do you guys think is the difference between police power and eminent domain? Okay, so in police power, no compensation is paid. Eminent domain, compensation is paid. Police power, they tell you how to use the property for things like building codes and zoning, like we discussed what's on the board. It's R3. Eminent domain, they take away your properties, they pay you for it. What is the process they use to take the property away? What is the process they use to take the property away? What's that called? Excuse me, what is the process they use to compensate you for the property, I should say? And the answer to that is condemnation. When they take the property away and they do not give you just compensation, what will you do? What is that process called? So when they take the property away and they do not give you just compensation, then what's it called? What do you guys think? Inverse condemnation. Inverse condemnation. Good. Okay, negative amortization. What is that? What is negative amortization? What do you guys think is negative amortization? Negative amortization. So that is when your debt keeps going up because your payments do not cover the interest. That's negative amortization. By the way, guys, make sure you subscribe to our Instagram. It's prep_agent on Instagram. Okay, I'll put in our handle here, prep_agent. We are almost at 10,000 followers, and you guys know when we get there, I'm buying myself new sneakers as a reward. Gotta have goals, people. Gotta have goals. So I want to get to 10,000 subscribers. There's a pair of sneakers that have my name on it that I'm waiting to get. So help me get there to 10,000 subscribers. Not only does it help me get my new sneakers, but it's also a great way to get new information, new content, get videos, and just a way to stay up to date as you're studying. The more things that you have to remind you to study, to kind of toss information at you in different manners to keep you on track and keep you informed, the better. Then after you pass, you move on. But while you're studying, you need to be pelted with this stuff as much as possible. Okay, so we said negative amortization is when your interest goes up. Maybe we'll get Adrian a pair of sneakers too. Okay, so negative amortization is when your payments do not cover the interest. Bill of sale. Bill of sale. Now this is what kind of sneakers? I'm going to get the custom ones. So now you know I'm going to get the yellow, blue, and red. One stripe red, one stripe blue, and two stripes yellow. I don't know, what sneakers you guys think I should get? Any suggestions? I want to get the customized ones. So I can get half it yellow, and then a quarter of it blue, and a quarter of it red. Natalie knows I'm going with that. Okay, a bill of sale is personal property. Personal property. So when you're transferring personal property. When it's real property, what do you use as evidence of the transfer? When it's real property, what do you use as evidence of the transfer? You would use a deed. A deed. Statute of limitations. Statute of limitations. What is statute of limitations? Statute of limitations says what contracts must be done in certain periods of time. Statute of frauds has to do with writing. Statute of limitations has to do with time. Important we know the difference, guys. When a contract is outside of the statute of limitations, does that make the contract void? What do you guys think? Excuse me, everybody. Does that make the contract void? If a contract has a statute of limitations and it is outside of that, does that make it void? Cindy says no. This was a tricky one. Uh-oh, I got you guys. Nobody's getting it right. I'm waiting for somebody to get it right. Trick question. Adrian, give me a high five for getting everybody. Pablo got it. Nice job, Pablo Ram. If I could give you a cookie, I would, Pablo. It makes it unenforceable. Unenforceable. It doesn't make it void. It makes it unenforceable. So because a lot of people got this wrong, let's explain why. All right? I want to give a big fist bump to Pablo. Okay? So the reason it's unenforceable, not void, because what are the four essentials of a valid contract? What are the four essentials of a valid contract? What do you guys think? Tell me the four essentials of a valid contract. I'm waiting for everybody to write that down. So what we have is consideration. Good job, Susan. That's one. We have lawful object, capable parties, and agreement. An agreement is often called mutual consent or meeting of the minds. Okay? So you got consideration, lawful object, consideration, and agreement. Is time one of the essentials of a contract? Is time one of the four essentials of a contract? Is time one of the essentials of a contract? No, it is not. So, as you just said, time is not one of the essentials. So, if something doesn't meet a time period, it could still be a valid contract. Does everybody get that? Because you guys just said a valid contract has consideration, offer and acceptance, capable parties, and agreement. Nothing about time. Right, everybody? Nothing about time. So, a void contract is a contract that lacks one of the four essentials. And this has all four of the essentials. What it would do is make it unenforceable. The reason it is like that is because the four essentials apply to all contracts. A contract is not frame. Some contracts have a shorter time frame. Essentials. Okay, does everybody got that? So that's the difference between unenforceable and an essential of a valid contract, a void contract. Unenforceable contracts, what makes one contract unenforceable may not make another contract unenforceable. Does everybody got that? Whereas what makes one contract void would also make another contract void. That applies to all contracts. Got it. I'm going to change where I'm sitting right now because some people are complaining that I'm cutting out. So maybe it's because of where I'm sitting. Is that better, everybody? Here, I'm also going to take off my headphones. Can everybody hear me now? Okay, I hope you guys can hear me now. Hello, hello, hello. Refresh your page. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we're all good. Everybody right? All good. All good. We are dependent on technology. We are at its mercy. Okay, so what is commingling? What is commingling? Who could tell me what is commingling? Commingling is mixing of funds. Who could tell me the difference between commingling and conversion? What is the difference between commingling and conversion? What do you guys think is the difference between commingling and conversion? Conversion's using the money. Commingling is mixing the money, so conversion's way worse. Okay, moving right along. Less than freehold estate. Less than freehold estate. What is a less than freehold estate? So a less than freehold estate is one that is limited in time. So you have freehold estates and less than freehold estates. Who here could give me the 4 types of less than freehold estates? What are the 4 types of less than freehold estates? Isaiah, a fee simple defeasible estate just means there's something you can't do on the property, like you can't sell alcohol or something. There's a condition. Okay, the 4 types of less than freehold estates are estate for years, periodic tenancy, estate at will, and estate at sufferance. And I will say that again. Estate for years, estate at will, estate at and estate at sufferance. Estate for years, periodic tenancy, estate at will, and estate at sufferance. What is the meridian? So you have a baseline and meridian. What's meridian? So this has to do with when you're trying to identify land. What do you guys think is the meridian? Okay, meridian is the line that goes north and south. Baseline is east and west. Okay, a net listing. What is a net listing? And nobody's asking you to tell me if it's legal or illegal in your state. I just want to know what it is. So what is a net listing? Not a net lease, Natalie. That's different. Oh, and people still are telling me it's legal or illegal. Even though we said that's not what I was asking for. Okay, a listing is when you get paid above and beyond a designated price. In some states it's illegal, some states it's frowned upon, but no matter what, you have to know what the definition is. What is a easement? An easement. What is an easement? An easement is the right to cross somebody's land. It's an encumbrance. Good job, Bridget. Bridget Luguri. I think I said that right. It's an encumbrance on the property. Are all encumbrances liens? Are all encumbrances liens? What do you guys think? Are all encumbrances liens? No, all encumbrances are not liens. Are all liens encumbrances? Are all liens encumbrances? Are all liens encumbrances? And the answer is yes. Yes. What is a lien? What is a lien? What is a lien? What is a lien? A lien is when you owe money, also known as a monetary encumbrance. Ariana says lien is involuntary. There are voluntary liens. Can you guys give me an example of a voluntary lien? Can you guys give me an example of a voluntary lien? A mortgage is a voluntary lien. Good job, everybody. Got good news for everybody. I've been exercising. I put on my Nicky Jam album, and I just start rocking out at the gym. I don't look any different, and honestly, I don't feel any different, but hopefully that'll change soon. Si la tu l'avais. Okay. Speaking of liens, what is a mechanic's lien? What is a mechanic's lien? What is a mechanic's lien? J Balvin, Medellin's finest. A mechanic's lien is when a worker is not paid. When a worker is not paid. I hate it when I go to the gym and they're like, good for you, we're so happy for you. And I'm like, really? Am I that guy? Am I that guy who needs that? Am I that guy who's so out of shape, everybody's got to like give him a pat on the back for just walking in? Nobody ever says that to the dude with chiseled abs. I'm just saying. Okay. Mechanic's lien is when you don't pay a worker. Is a mechanic's lien a specific lien or a general lien? Is a mechanic's lien a specific lien or a general lien? I did mention that, Rachel, when I did the Zumba class. You're right. I did mention the same thing. I happened to be in Zumba as well. I think I'm seeing a reoccurring theme. Okay, a mechanic's lien is a specific lien. Okay, what is the difference between a specific lien and a general lien? A specific lien is when they could take one property specifically. A general lien is when they could take all your property. Can you guys give me an example of a general lien? Who here could give me an example of a general lien? Example of a general lien would be like property tax. No, sorry, generally would be income tax. My bad. Property tax specific lien. Income tax is a general lien. And also a judgment is a general lien. A judgment lien is a general lien. Boy, did I just slip up there, huh? Oops. Unfortunately, these things are recorded. Okay, what is a life estate? A life estate. What is a life estate? Life estate is when you own a property based upon somebody else's life. It is a freehold estate. It is a freehold estate. I'm very excited for all you guys to pass and start selling real estate. Do you guys ever notice that it seems like everybody has their real estate license? Have you ever seen some people you're like, how does this person have their real estate license? They can't even read a map. They can't even spell their own name. How do they have a real estate license? You ever see those people? There's so many people in your town have a real estate license. Who's ever seen that before? Feels that there's way too many in town. Well, I got 2 words for that, for all those people who think there's too many people with a real estate license. Ready? My 2 words, my bad, all right? Why is it my bad? Because Arthur, Adrian, and I do a great job of getting people passed, and you guys will get passed as well. So the reason there's a lot of people with real estate licenses in your town is because Arthur did an amazing job to design our website. I do these webinars and put together all those audio things and videos, and Adrian does such a great job answering feedback and communicating with everybody. And that is why you guys will pass. So, on behalf of Arthur and Adrian and I, we apologize for creating so many licensees in your town. And you guys will be one of them soon. So, bring it. Okay, we went over a lien. Okay, what is a laches? What is latch? What is a latch? What is a latch? Santana, you will get it. Especially with an awesome name like that, Santana Vaughn. That just sounds like rock and roll, that name. You have to be real estate licensed. For nothing else, it will look cool on a business card. Okay, latches is an unfair delay. Latches is an unfair delay. Patricia, it's true. Adrian's voice is very peaceful. He's a very calming type guy. Latches is a delay. Escheat. We actually went over this before earlier in the webinar. Who knows what this is? Escheat. Escheat. I'm not stern, Rachel. Escheat is when the government takes the property because there's nobody to take it on. And it's one of the 4 government powers: police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. What is the principle of regression? What is the principle of regression? That is when a nice house loses money because it's around houses that are not as nice as it is. It loses value. Progression would be the opposite, when your house gains value because it's around much nicer houses. And yes, I'm snapping my fingers because I'm trying to get my dog's attention without disturbing the webinar. You got me. Cindy's on to me. Congratulations, Simply Sam 423. Passed his exam. Okay, what is equitable title? What is equitable title? What is equitable title? Equitable title would be the right to use and possess and gain equity, as opposed to legal title, which represents the right to sell. Equitable title is the right to use and possess and gain equity. Legal title is the right to sell. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you had a good webinar today. Sorry about the little hiccups we had with the connection today, but hopefully we picked up and continued strong. Zena Zamfer says, Joe, what city are you in? I have to have coffee with you. Zena, I am anywhere and everywhere. I'm on the internet. Okay, so with that being said, see you guys tomorrow. 11 o'clock Pacific time. No, excuse me. 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock East Coast time, 11 o'clock Central time. I know, Renee, it goes so fast when you're having fun. All right, talk to you then.